All right, guys, we're back for the final bit of the DC Dual Force review, but this time we actually played the game. We're going to be reviewing Tyranny tonight. I did not actually play any Tyranny. I played a substantial amount of it. Superman Doomsday, which I'm going to play again and refine it a little bit. Great. Detected. Excellent. It might actually be a thing, but who knows once everything gets settled and nerfs and balance changes. Who knows? I also did, was it Batman and, was it Green Lantern or something like that? Anyways, I didn't get Tyranny, but Tyranny seems pretty good. I would say Black Adam, when we review it, when Rev gets here, he is definitely a interesting leader that doesn't do much of anything. He's very situational to get him ramped up quick, but he does keep that attack. 10 power is extremely powerful. He's really good to do damage. The only thing is he probably takes a beating and your opponent probably beats him before he gets anywhere close to that. It depends. Sometimes you have to kill the others. So yeah, Black Adam's going to be interesting. He really doesn't do anything through most of the game. Poison Ivy's good. She tends to get killed right away. Lex Luthor's pretty damn good too. So we're going to wait for Mr. Rev, and we got to get going, and then hopefully we get back to more. Oh, well, we will have gameplay of the second week of the beta this weekend. Unfortunately, I can't stream Friday from 9 a.m. to 1 p.m. Pacific Standard Time. It is the hours that it's available in my time zone. I'll be at work, but I will be streaming Saturday and Sunday, and we'll be refining, messing around with Doomsday, Superman, probably more Green Lantern shenanigans. I really enjoyed that. We're going to do Wonder Woman, Aquaman, so much to pay. Maybe we will actually try Tyranny, but I don't know. But to let you know, if you enter the form in the description, you have a chance to get into the beta this weekend, and the download's also, as you can see, available on their website. So you just go to DCDualForce.com, and then, well, you could do the beta registration, but do the download, and I'll give you a key so you don't have to worry about getting one. All right, so Rev is finally here, like always. Rev, some excuse, some issue with Mr. Rev. I'm gonna call you Flaker now, dude.
Dude, I've been home and ready to game for 3 hours. I don't know what you're on about.
But let's do Tyranny. So now it's a little bit different because I've actually played the game. I didn't actually play the Tyranny cards, but it seems pretty good. Poison Ivy's good, I would pretty say, and then Lex Luthor. But Black Adam, I think, he's an interesting leader. He does really virtually nothing until he gets his power. He does keep that 10 attack, by the way. He doesn't lose it. So he becomes a major threat when you push towards the end. But he doesn't do anything else, right?
That's spicy. I didn't realize it was 10 power for the rest of the game.
Yeah, it's 10 power. See, it doesn't say turn. Yeah, he gets it for the rest of the game. People tend to kill him. It depends. Sometimes if you have another hero. Batman's kind of like, I think, if you see that video, he is definitely S tier. He gives such utility. I think he's going to probably be nerfed. I could see them either increasing his charges from 2 to 3, or if they keep it at 2, definitely decrease his attack probably at least by 1. So, yeah, he's definitely going to be nerfed. Or is it considered a nerf when it isn't live yet?
Probably not.
Yeah, so he'll be adjusted, as they say. Black Adam, interesting leader. So basically, after you deploy a recruit with 5 attack or more, charge Black Adam. Now, there's other variants you could do to charge that up. Obviously, you know, combo might. There's those cool cards. There's actual cards themselves that will charge up your leader. He gets really devastated when people try to slow him down. But usually, this guy doesn't factor in. It's usually towards it's real late game, and by then either you're going to be pretty much winning, or he's going to help you retake the game. But the problem is like his health, right? If he's getting pounded on all game, he's not going to really be able to do a lot of trading. But yeah, he's interesting. I don't think he's that good, or I don't say he's bad, but he's definitely a very slow burner.
It's interesting that it's that. I think it's pretty overwhelming right now, huh?
Well, yeah. Well, the thing is this: when he gets that 10 power, that's why people kind of focus on him, because he'd be a major threat, right?
Yeah, definitely.
And your opponent can't stop big minions from coming. And by the way, Warlord, that 5/1 is actually seeing play. I don't know if that's because people are messing around with it, but it's actually not a bad card because in early game, if you can't deal with it, it's going to get a lot of damage in. So, but usually you could deal with it unless you get a really bad start. Okay, Lex Luthor. He has 4 charges. KO recruit, very powerful. If they were friendly, sacrifice or draw 2 cards and charge Lex Luthor twice. So if he kills his own, he basically almost pays for it for 2. So that's really good, and he can remove.
You get a refund.
Yeah, and he can. He's actually very good, and people tend to either focus on him or try to get rid of his charging. To let you know, exhaust doesn't stop them from stopping their power. They can still do that, but they just can't attack. So that's a big, big thing in this game too. Keeping like Superman and other characters, it's really good. Like from Mr. Freeze, Killer Frost, all of them are very good cards to slow down your opponent. They still can do their actual charge ability. They still get the value out of that, but they just can't attack, which is big.
So like Batman, Zatanna or whatever can get their cards added to their hand. Okay.
So that's pretty good. Poison Ivy is actually pretty good. She has those savage things, so when she draws a card, it does a negative event. A negative, what's it called? Thing. So she's good. She tends to get focused on too because, she doesn't have an attack, but let me see. Where is her thing? So let's there it is. So Savage Vine. So it's a 3/2. After you draw a card, your enemy loses 1, and that's pretty big. So people are going to want to deal with this. Obviously, you don't have any direct control in how to place it, but if you summon some stuff in front, then it'll go in the back, so you could try to protect it. So it's a little RNG. It just randomly takes the spot. But yeah, she's pretty good. So yeah, Black Adam's definitely the weakest of the list. He's a slow burner, but if you have a deck that's more, I guess, mid-range-ish or control-ish, you could kind of protect him. I mean, he didn't die too many times that I saw, but there's a lot of games where he didn't even get his attack. But when he does, he can be a huge, dangerous force because by then, you usually KO a leader. If you got a board, just trade it. He'll KO leaders for you.
Yeah, what do they say? 40% of the time, it works every time.
Yep. So yeah, the Tyranny leaders are good. All of them except for Black Hound's a little bit on the interesting niche side. I don't know if you're going to... He's definitely not the strongest. He's one of the weaker leaders in the game. Let's go after actions real quick. So Appetite for Conquest is a gold. Love the what's it called? Art. Enemy recruits everywhere gets -1, -1. Friendly recruits get +1. So what do you think about this? I think I've seen this. It's a little slow.
That seems like it would be slow.
But to tell you the truth, this game, the matches don't end too fast, so you kind of get value out of your golden cards, I've noticed. So
do you think it's more grindy or less grindy than Hearthstone so far?
Well, let's say
about the same.
Well, it's different because in this game, you tend to it doesn't feel the games do take a while. If you watch like the stream and other stuff, they do take like a while, but the thing is you have so much to do and stuff like that I don't know, it's just different. It's because the limited space, what you have to focus on, what you treat. It doesn't feel like it's a slow, grindy game. I don't know, at least that's my initial impressions of it. I think it's probably around the same as Hearthstone, maybe a little bit less.
Like if you had to guess how many turns it is on average.
Well, I would say probably it's definitely over 5. 5 to 10 to 11. Not too bad. So it's about part Hearthstone.
So if a game's going like 10 turns, which I think is about what Hearthstone goes, it's like the average is something like 8 turns. Obviously, there's ones that are under or over that.
Yeah, so it's about the same.
I think 8 turns is about the average. So
yeah, it's about the same then.
It's about 10. Then I mean, yeah, maybe.
You have to also remember people are reading the cards; they don't know them quite well, so that's going to speed up too. So like sometimes you get a card and people, if you watch the content creators, even the really good ones for like other games, making a bunch of misplays. It's because they forget. So that's a factor too. You have to remember that people aren't familiar and they're taking way more time. So I think this card's probably, I don't remember ever seeing it, but I don't think it's enough. A gold card, Yeah, you just I don't think you're ever going to want to play that.
I feel like there's going to be a lot of scenarios at that point in the game where either you don't have a meaningful number of minions to buff, or minions ready to attack because they just cleared you out or something. You're not going to have the minions ready to attack, or you're already winning.
Perfect.
They're off the board. So.
Hey, Battle Fries. What's up? Yeah, good evening, and thank you for coming by. Oh, yeah, I was able to play last week, and you'll see the videos of the gameplay on YouTube, and then I will be playing this weekend, too. I'm not sure if you got the, I forget if you got the beta key. If you didn't, just fill out the form again, and I'll send one to you. And I'm going to have a lot extra, some more, about 500 for this weekend. So, yeah, thank you for coming by. Yeah, it's a lot. And they're going to do, here. So this one, let's get here. This one is Bane's Venom. Give a friendly recruit +4 and start sec. So it's kind of like, what's it called? What's that? Overwhelming. What is that one for Hearthstone? The same thing for Warlock? Power Overwhelming. And that's saw play. This will probably see play. You combo this with more of an aggressive thing. You could get a trade. Yeah, this will probably see play. And it's cheap.
Yeah, it's quite good.
That's quite good.
Lets you trade up. I mean, it'll depend if there's any additional synergy in the vein of Shadow Flame or something.
Correct.
But this effect at a base is pretty good for just trading up or killing somebody.
Yes, sir.
Obviously you don't care if your recruit is dead if the opponent's dead.
Yeah, this is usually like your like you said, trading up or finishing a surprise lethal. Blood Offering. So it's a gold. After a friendly recruit is KO'd, reduce the cost of Blood Offering. Seek a magical. So this is one of those type of cards that the longer it sits, the better it is. But the problem is, would you ever keep this in your opening hand? I guess it depends on the meta and depends on the matchup. The games you tend to go pretty good. So you're going to get value a couple turns of at least of playing gold. So you have that. Yeah. This is really good if it's if you get it because magical spells tend to be good. So yeah, I don't know. Some of these do see play, but you have to have it in your hand. I don't know. A control deck probably
feels like more of a Lex card because you can churn through your minions and find more stuff to sacrifice, right?
Yes, sir. So yeah, it probably might see some play, but one magical spell. But again, it's a discount, so we'll see. I think you have a better spot for a gold card, but I could be wrong. Bursting Boom Tube. Silver. Summon parademons in your empty space. Now, parademons are pretty... Where are they? Here they are. So they are a 1/1 parting. Give your other parademons... So it's a chain ball effect. Give kind of
piranhas.
Yeah, piranhas. But hold on, let's go back. What is its cost, though? What was its cost? It's a silver, though. Would you want a bunch of 1/1s that are easily removed? It's really bad against Joker, real bad against Anarchy aggro decks.
I guess it kind of depends on if there's other stuff that summons parademons, right?
Yeah, exactly. We'd have to see the synergy.
If you have 1 or 2 parademons ready to attack, and you get to summon more.
Yeah, exactly.
They all buff each other, and that's pretty good at that point.
Hey, Idric, I can't wait for you to play it, dude. I'll be playing it this weekend. Unfortunately, I can't play Friday because I'll be working during those hours. But Saturday and Sunday, I'll be here live. I cannot wait. Continue refining that Doomsday Superman deck. Actually, I made it very good early game and mid game, but not so greedy on the top end because coming from like most card games, you think, oh shit, you're gonna die. But no, I could have done the greedier things. I'm gonna add actually Superman in there, Power Girl. Yeah, I can't wait. And then I'm going to mess around more Green Lanterns and Aquaman and Wonder Woman. Maybe some Batman shenanigans. So yeah, I'm really looking forward. And I can't wait to hear what you think, man. Make sure to leave comments about it or come by when I'm live and we'll talk about it. All right, so yeah, this is going to be interesting. Now, as the game matures, parademons might get more synergy. So this might be a really good card. But, I mean, silver for a bunch of 1/1s that could technically can't snowball, but by then you're going to probably have a board develop. So yeah, like you said, Rev, we're going to have to wait to see if there's more support. Mm-hmm. This is actually the only faction that doesn't have a lot of tokens, by the way. This actually is good from what I saw on the weekend. Gold, give a friendly recruit +6/++ and take 6 damage. This is another kind of Bane's Venom type thing. So yeah, it was actually Willow says it's a really good card, and I kind of think it is, right? It does take damage, but I don't know. He likes it.
Yeah, that's the start of every turn you take 6.
It takes 6, yeah.
Man, you gotta be winning the game, man.
Yeah, exactly. It'd be interesting, but he likes it. He thinks it's really good. It's probably kind of like
it's spicy.
Yeah. Escape Tunnel. Bronze. I gotta do an inmates deck. Give your inmates in your deck hidden, which is pretty good. Draw a bronze inmate from the bottom half of your deck. So not bad. I don't know if there's enough room for it, but yeah, it's not a bad card. You like it?
Yeah, it's not.
It's not bad. Hidden is a very powerful thing. It makes it a little bit more difficult for your opponent to do anything.
Yeah,
I like it. That's a theory. And
yeah, it feels like it comes into play early enough for that to be impactful.
Yeah, exactly. Especially if you get this in your opening hand, it'll be extremely good. Of course, getting on the board. One thing about this game, you kind of want to get on the board because if you fall behind, you can't come back. But like any card game, if you get too far behind, it's not going to be a good time. But yeah, it's good. Forbidden Tome. So it's bronze. Your leaders lose 3 defense. I don't know if this is worth it. Create 2 magical spells in your hand. Now maybe there's some good synergy with Batman because you can get his gadgets to heal it up, so it's not such a big effect. But that's pretty, that's pretty premium. And I mean, magical spells tend to be good, but I don't know. Maybe you can. I mean, you could find some resources.
I think this is good.
Yeah, I think it is good. You just have to be careful.
You gotta figure there's probably a lot of matchups where you're, what do we always say? Like the only hit point that matters is the last one.
Oh, you're right, and we forgot about the candle. That's why it's so.
There's gonna be plenty of matchups where like your opponent isn't trying to burn you out; they're just trying to win with controlling the board or resources or whatever. Like,
correct.
Think about like Paladin, Hearthstone. Like Paladin never burns you out.
Correct.
They're just trying to win on board, right? So anything you can do with your health to create an advantage is amazing, right?
Yep.
Now, obviously, if everything's a burn deck, then that's an issue, but it's probably not going to be the case.
That's very true. I think it's a good card. Oh, by the way, for Candle, it's really good with Flash because he can attack twice. So that's huge. Yes, yeah. So he's kind of like part of your furniture. Yeah, Tome's good. Escape Tunnel's decent. Candle's really good with certain setup. I mean, too bad Superman doesn't keep his invincibility, but that'd be too OP. But this is an actual card that people really, really like. It is a silver. Seek a gold recruit in your deck and give it +2/+2. A lot of people like this card. Now, obviously, if you have it, what's cool about it, I guess, if you have silver to recruits to play, it's great. If you have a gold silver, you could yank if you're at turn 5 or above, you play this silver, it yanks your gold. If you don't have it in your hand, and it gives a ++3. So that's actually really good. And you don't lose tempo. So yeah, that's a pretty decent, it thins your deck, buffs it. So yeah, it's a good card.
Yeah, seems really good.
Yeah, really good. I like it. Ooh, the Indoctrinate. So it's silver, and then what does this say? Summon a silver recruit from your opponent's deck in a front row and give it guard. So this is obviously RNG, but I don't remember if it saw a lot of play this weekend. I don't think so.
Is it summoning for? Obviously, it's your opponent's minion, but does it summon to your side or their side?
No, your side.
Okay, because if it was their side, it would be kind of funny little disruption.
I think it
like
is
you get
their
to pull
side.
their card without it triggering its effect, then you kill it.
Because it says here, I don't know. That's interesting. Yeah, it could be summon a recruit from your opponent's deck in a front row and give it guard. So I'm assuming it's yours. It doesn't really say, right? Well, I'm wondering. That's good. I have to see about it. I have to look videos and find out, or ask the other.
So you could see it being like a dirty rat kind of effect.
Yeah, and if it's that, then it's definitely going to be.
Your opponent.
Yeah, definitely going to be good. I have to find out because I didn't see it at all.
Yeah, I just don't have a concept on like what that kind of effect would be costed at
Yep.
in this game.
Yeah, so
that is like generally a good effect.
I will find out this weekend, guys. I'll mess around with it to see what it does. Watch me never draw it. Oh, this is a very good card, and it saw a lot of play this weekend. Enemy leaders lose 2, friend leaders get 2. Very powerful effect. It's a good card. And I think we saw it before, and we said it was going to be good too, right?
This is good. That's interesting.
Yeah. So you heal for.
I would think this wouldn't be worth a card slot necessarily.
Yeah. But it did see play in certain decks, so
gameplay interesting.
Yeah. Because defense is pretty premium in this game, so I like it. We'll see if it sticks around though. Mark of Cain here. So give an enemy recruit minus. Oh, by the way, these negative effects are extremely powerful. They're used a lot. And create a magical spell in your hand. This is I mean, it's silver, but -3 is huge. So yeah, this is probably kind of more of a control deck. But yeah, it's definitely going to see your maybe mid-range, more control type archetypes. We'll definitely like this. It's good. And I actually seen it in play this weekend, so it did a good job. That's a good card. Massacre. I don't think I ever saw this, but gold, kill all recruits. Again, this is for your control decks. They'll see a spot there, but other decks might not be too interested in it because, you're minion based. It's a very board, combat focused game. But yeah, control definitely see good. They fall behind. They could just get massacre everything. I like it.
Such brutal art, man.
I know, right? It's awesome. Nefarious schemes. So this is a bronze. Your opponent discards a random action. Problem with this is, what if they don't have an action in their hand? A lot of times they will, but I don't think it's going to be good enough. Oh, there might be discard synergy support, but I don't think this is good enough to run.
I guess that's the thing, right? Do you play it early in the game to try to guarantee hitting an action, or do you try to play it later to hit something higher value?
Correct.
Right? And risk not hitting anything.
Correct. And then this one here, Omega Beans, KO an enemy, recruit, draw a card. This is a gold cost. Now, when you get gold at turn 5 and above, you're going to get some big minions out there. So again, a control deck will definitely want this. It cycles and removes a card. So yeah, it's good. Obviously, it's not going to be in every deck, but it's definitely going to be in control decks. Maybe some mid-range, but I doubt it. Mostly control. It looks like control's a thing. There's some actual combo decks too with Poison Ivy and Shazam KOing you with all those free cards. Yeah. This got a lot of play. Silver.
Poison Kit seems insane.
Yeah, it's really good. Again, you have limited time. Batman kind of negates a little bit with his gadgets, but yeah, very good card. You don't have to say any more about that one. Ritual Sacrifice. So it's a bronze sacrifice a friendly recruit to KO an enemy. Yeah, that'll see play. I mean, shit, even if you're more in a Death Rattle synergy and stuff, you'll play this because, yeah, you obviously going to lose your minion, but if you take a 3-1 and take out a big 10-10 or something like that, or a High Father, it's, well, good. Yeah, it's good. These type of will definitely see play. Maybe even mid-rangers might be interested, but definitely control. I like it. Yeah, Tyranny has really good action. As you can see, they're very control-focused, right?
Yeah.
Shadow's Blade. A bronze. Give a friendly recruit ambush system. That could be very good. I don't know if you would want to run it in your deck, though. What do you think? Ambush is where they could do it. They attack and first, and if they don't, if they could KO, they don't take in a retaliation.
Yeah, I mean it's basically Divine Shield as long as your dude's big enough.
Yep.
Right?
And
I don't mind it.
Yeah, I don't think it's bad. Ambush is a very powerful keyword too, so yeah, it's good. Especially if you get a big 13, 14 power minion, it's going to probably kill everything. All right, here's this. Silver, KO all recruits with 3 or less power. So it's basically another controller card. Very good, but the only problem is it kills your board too. I did see this a couple times against Control League decks, like those combo-ish decks. Yeah, believe me, they do a really good job keeping the board. So combo decks and obviously control decks will play this. it's a pretty good card. Matter of fact, I don't think Tyranny doesn't have that many bad cards if he's so far, right?
No, nothing dramatically bad.
No, it's a good thing. The Tweed brothers summon D and Twiddledum, basically. And I forgot what they look like. Hold on.
They're 4/1 and 1/4.
Oh, okay. Those are good. Those are good. Yeah, they're good.
One,
well, the only thing is
one has end of turn, give your other inmates plus health, and the other has end of turn.
Yeah. So
plus attack.
Do you think they're good enough though for silver or higher? If it was bronze, it'd be amazing. But yeah, I think it's okay. I don't know if they're gonna find a spot because they're kind of low impact. I mean, they do buff each other, by the way, though. Like if yeah, so I think it's not bad. I don't know if it'll see play. Do you? Because
it's not bad, right?
Yeah, it's not bad, and it's something that your opponent has to deal with, so it makes them a little bit better. Yeah, soft taunt, not bad. Mm-hmm. And this game, you can go silver and do stuff like this, and not too bad yet. Not until stuff gets refined, though. Then you're going to be a issue. This Trauma Size is a really good card. It was used really good for early game, even into the mid. Enemy recruit gets -2/2. So yeah, good card. It'll definitely see play. Good stuff. I like it. Yeah, so all these cards pretty much the only one is Indoctrinate. I think that's the only one that's we have to find out what it does. If it's a disruption tool, it's really good. And then, yeah, everything's pretty good. The Appetite for Conquest, I think, is a little slow. Yeah, but the rest on Blood Offering, I think, is kind of. I think it has potential, but I don't know if it's going to fit in. Yeah, I don't know if you want something sitting in your hand for several turns to get value, right? Mm-hmm. But other than that, everything else is pretty damn good. Yeah, I like it. Tyranny list is going to be a lot of fun. I think we did all the created, did we? Oh, no. A Parademons, Vines. Oh, and there's the... so we talk about all of them. Those are good. And here they are. They're pretty cool. All right. All right, so let's go to the recruits. Ooh. All right, so this guy I saw, and he's pretty insane. So he's obviously a pretty, late game thing or mid game towards the. You don't have to be greedy. He's pretty good. I've seen where he gets huge, where people bounce him or redeploy him, so stuff like that. Yeah, he's. I think if I remember, you keep stats, so
yeah, that's really good. Okay, so if stuff gets bounced, it keeps its.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure that's what I saw. Yeah, I didn't do a lot of bouncing myself.
Same as Snap, but different than Hearthstone. Okay.
Yeah, when stuff gets put back in your deck or hand for Hearthstone, it messes it up. But yeah, this is a good card, and he saw play this weekend. Really good.
That's interesting. Yeah, stuff like this in Hearthstone is usually pretty bad
because
it's just like you're playing one big thing down against hard removal, and hard removal is pretty efficient in Hearthstone.
Yeah, and I don't think there's a silence effect in this game yet, so you can't be silenced. Mm-hmm. So yeah, good stuff. Bane is very good card. And I told you I thought he would be too. Silver, 6/4. After Bane damages the leader attacking, exhaust them, and permanently increase their leader ability cost by 2. Very powerful card.
You kind of want to do that.
yeah, he's very powerful, and he got the inmate tag as well. He's very powerful, very good. You tend to put him in the back if you can, and so he can hopefully get some value. He really hurts any leader actually, but Black Adam, especially since he's cold, so instead of going 10, you need 12. Yeah, he's a very good card. That's enough said. Yeah.
Well, I think it's even better against the leaders that have the low charge cost, right?
Yeah.
Because it's a bigger percentage hit it's a bigger increase. Relatively, right?
Exactly.
Like if Black Adam goes from 10 to 12, that's not a big increase. But if Flash goes from 4 to 6, it's like 50% more. Bigger deal.
All right. I told Skev we're not playing anything. All right, so yeah, he's a great card, and he saw a lot of play. This guy, if I remember right, is good too. After you play another Arcane Inmate, give your inmates +1/+2, and he saw play, and he's good. He goes usually in the back, try to protect him and get some value out of it. He's a good guy. Really good card. I thought he was, and he's cheap too. So, yeah, this game's a lot of fun, dude. I can't wait for it. A mobile version's coming, but I don't know. It's probably not going to be till late this year or early next year. So you have a long time to wait, but at least you get to learn. So that's really good.
And he buffs himself too, right?
Yeah, exactly. He does buff himself.
That's insane. Buffs himself and the board.
He's good.
Nerfed, right?
And he'll probably get nerfed. I think he buffs himself. I'm pretty sure. Not to confirm that. I'm pretty sure he does. He does.
If they don't have the removal for it right away.
Yeah. Well, do remember though, you are limited to board space, so you might not be able to summon that many at once. But he's still good. And yeah, if he doesn't get answered, he could get out of control.
That seems crazy.
Clayface is one of those cards, by the way. This saw a lot of play this weekend. A gold 5/5, not the greatest stats for a gold, but end. Draw a card. Parting shot. Draw a card. He's great. He's a good card, and he saw play. And he
like to draw cards?
Yeah, 2 cards for gold. It's not bad. He's a good thing. Speaking of which, Brainiac's drone actually saw some play too. Free 0/1, and he's just card draw. And a lot of times your opponents actually want to ignore it because they don't want to give you card draws. So obviously he's not going to go in every single deck. But yeah, a lot of the control decks and stuff, they like it. It cycles your deck. It gets stuff in there.
Yeah. Is there that much stuff that you can sacrifice it for? I mean, obviously there's like Lex Luthor and stuff. But
Lex Luthor, but eventually your opponent's just going to have to punch into it no matter what. Because if they... Yeah. So yeah, it's a good card. This guy, I don't think I saw him at all this weekend. He's a bronze. If non attack damage would be dealt to Brick here, prevent it, and he gets +1 attack instead. So a very situational card.
Seems like it, yeah.
Yeah, I don't think I saw him at all this weekend. It's probably not going to be good enough. It's very situational. Your opponent might just, well, that's okay. I'll just kill it with my attack, right?
Yeah.
So he's very good against magic stuff, but
yeah,
action.
I guess the what's the application, right? If you're expecting a lot of spell heavy decks, you play this, they can't deal with it, and then what's the keyword? Shroud. You play Shroud on it.
Yep.
Just start buffing it. Go to town.
So I don't know. Maybe he has some potential. It depends on how the meta is, too. But he's decent. This one though, silver 2/4. After you play your first silver magical spell each turn, transform the highest attack enemy into a pig.
It's Spider Ham, dude.
It is Spider Ham. I didn't remember seeing her. She's a little bit. And you have to have a combo up to get.
Yeah, how many silver magical spells are there?
Oh, there's probably a fair amount. Where do we see all the magical spells? I don't know. We'll have to look. We'll have to look at them. I think it's somewhere around there. I think it's under. What's her name's? She's under energy, so we'll go back there in a second. This though. Yeah, but I think her on her own, she's not bad. Obviously, it's going to fit in a control deck, a more spell-heavy or action-heavy-oriented deck. Yeah, I'd probably say she see play, no? And a pig's like an 0/1, by the way. It's basically like Hex.
Yeah.
So, Dark Seed, though. This guy is extremely good. Even if you can't bounce him, gold 7/9. Deploy. You may pay a silver to KO an enemy recruit and destroy their space. Limiting your opponent. I've seen a couple. The most I've seen is 2, because you could do a couple things. You could. Batman's favorite combo with this. Lex Luthor or Batman. You do the Batarang thing or grappling hook to bring him back. Go another turn. You could actually resummon it. Batgirl's really good with him because you put it down there. You could combo it with her ability. And so, yeah, it's a lot of good combos you could do with it.
Yeah, bouncing this has got to be overkill, though, right?
Yeah. Oh, yeah, usually you probably don't, but you can. I mean, if you want to
just wanted to destroy their dude and kick their teeth in.
Yeah. But yeah, he's
probably insult to injury.
He's a very good card.
Point, right?
Yep. And you knew he was going to be good, right? Look at him. He's just too good.
He's about to punch somebody.
This one, give an enemy recruit. This is good for the beginning because there's a lot of low minions in the beginning, so this just does a really good job of killing it for free. That's definitely a good card. I like it.
Yeah, not bad.
Not bad at all. All right. Oh, this guy, Gorilla Guy, he saw a lot of play this weekend. Vanilla, but he is a 5/7. Really good card. Yeah. He's good. He's going to probably see playing for a while until new sets come out. He gets replaced. Doesn't do anything fancy, but he's just a good statted recruit that could do a good amount of damage. Good for Black Adam, too. Well, anything with 5 power is, right? Okay, this one is Guard, 3/7, which for silver is not too bad. He's again, that's not too bad. People have to deal with it. Has good defense. That's a good card. Obviously, it's more of your control mid-range decks would like this, but yeah, it's good. Not much else we could say about that one. This saw a lot of play, and you could choose why. Like bronze, deploy, an enemy leader loses a charge, and you select that leader. By the way, it's not random. Any inmate tag too. So yeah, good card. He's seen a lot of play. No brainer there. Getting rid of the charge.
Stuff like that's gonna these bronze cards that are like good or passable in the early game, but still have utility later.
Oh yeah. Yeah, exactly.
Are gonna be really good.
Totally agree. Oh, this actually saw some decent amount of play. Bronze 0/6 start if you have a poison ivy leader, draw a card. So this is actually a really good draw engine. They tend to put it in the back and just let it sit for a while, and then they could replace it later on. But yeah, definitely a decent card. It's good. It draws stuff, right?
Yeah. I like that there's some recruits that have these specialties. Heroes.
Yes, sir.
Pretty cool.
Does your buddy not have an old crappy PC? Oh, well the thing is he has a Mac, Hydra. So he can't play it on a Mac. Unless he runs Windows, I guess.
If they put it on mobile, I'll play it.
Yeah, when he gets on mobile, he'll definitely play it. It won't take too long. This company's not stupid. I'm kind of surprised they did PC first, which is kind of unheard of these days because mobiles is dominant for these type of games. I mean, all the streamers will stream on their PC no matter what, like all the Snap streamers do. But yeah, I'm kind of surprised because I'm glad. It doesn't matter to me, but I'm glad it's not mobile first and we have to wait for the PC because that would have sucked. But yeah.
I decided earlier this year between buying a PS5 and buying PC, and I got the PS5.
Yep. All right, lady. This lady is those it's a silver, so she's a 3/1 ambush lethal. So the good thing about her is no matter what, her ambush doesn't come into play. She could trade into a big, huge minion. It'll automatically die because she has lethal. I think she saw some play, but I don't know. I mean, lethal's seems decent, but
it's ambushed only on the first time it.
Yeah, trades? No. Every time it attacks, every turn. Yeah.
So never go. Yeah, so if you just always have initiative, you can keep doing this.
Yep.
Seems pretty good.
She's good. Decent. Oh, Lex Luthor saw play, and he's pretty decent from what I saw. Lex Luthor has +2 attack for each tyranny card in your hand. And if Lex Luthor didn't attack this turn, draw a card. So I don't know how often you want to do that. But it is summoning, so if you get summoned, it does count. So you do draw a card, so just keep that in mind. But
he draw a card, and if it's a tyranny card, then he buffs himself again.
Exactly. And he's
got a little bit of scaling.
Yep, and he has high defense for even a gold card. So yeah, it's not bad. And he saw play. He's a pretty good card, I think. Pretty decent. I mean, obviously very situational, but he does get value of drawing a card, so he at least get buffed. And like you said, if it's a tyranny card, which it most likely will be, or high chance, yeah, good card. Especially if you put him with a nasty might to buff him up. Look at this. Next, Malcolm Merlin here. Gold, 4/3, horrible stats, but ambush, okay. Your actions deal lethal damage. So obviously he's a combo piece. Very good with Shazam with those lightning bolts. So yeah, keep that in mind, guys. This is obviously a combo piece.
Anarchy synergy too.
Oh yes, with the Jokers. Yeah,
A lot
so
of the shot effects. Well, it wouldn't work with the Joker's charge, right?
no,
But
not with Joker's charge,
a
but
lot of the actions have similar effects.
yeah, especially with Van Clu. So yeah, this is a good card. Obviously, it's not something you probably want to play out for tempo, unless you have to keep up to protect your leader. But yeah, it's a good card. It's a pricey play in combo decks. It's not bad. Mercy here is a silver 2/3 horrible stats guard. Deploy. Your opponent doesn't generate their weakest resource next turn, which is very, very powerful.
So the best it can do is turn 5+. It stops them from getting a silver.
Yeah, which is big.
Bad.
The only thing is,
so if you're blocking a silver, then she essentially has paid for herself.
Exactly. So she gets a refund, so she's not bad. But she's pretty bad statted otherwise. But the good thing is she has guards, so they have to attack into her. But she can be so easily removed with so many things. But yeah, I mean, it's just obviously pretty reasonable, and she slows your opponent down, which is very good in this game. Or any game, really. This guy is a gold 5/4. If a friendly recruit with 5 or more has KO'd this turn, he is free. So, obviously, it promotes trading, but it's a little situational. But I think you could make it work pretty reasonably, right? A 5/4 for free is huge, Rev. Obviously, you have to have space.
I do like free cards.
Yeah. I think he's good. Very decent. I mean, I don't know if he's going to be every deck, Tyranny deck, but I think he's pretty good. You can make him work, and he's really big tempo. In Hearthstone, these type of cards usually work too, right?
Yeah. I mean, I guess if you have a good opportunity to kill off your 5 attack dude, then you get a free guy, and if they don't kill your 5 attack dude, you got a 5 attack dude.
Yeah, exactly. Very true. He's
damned if they do, damned if they don't.
Exactly. And Hydra just says, no, not a Mac. He could probably do a virtual machine as Mac with Windows. That's true too. You could do that. I don't know if you're a machine.
Yeah, I mean, I've used like Boot Camp and Parallels and stuff like that in the past, and it's kind of.
Oh, okay. Hopefully one day. It will be on mobile eventually, so you do look forward to this. This guy is.
You know what I'll tell you, Mel. I will get a PC when Stormgate comes out.
I think you're going to have to.
There's my promise to you.
There. So eventually, no matter what, you'll probably have this on mobile before that happens. But at least you could. He'll definitely be playing it once. He'll learn. He'll still do the classic dual Force streams. That way, Revel.
He learned things faster than Mel does. He has Boomer Mind APM.
Please. This one, though, Rev, what do you think? I think we discussed this before. Let's see, gold, 3/3 hidden. So that hidden's pretty decent. After your next turn, it's just like stealth and Hearthstone. After an opponent draws an action, Mr. Mind gets +3/+3 deploy. Each player draws 2 cards. So he buffs himself pretty nice by default. He's a little. The only thing is, most decks are going to have some actions. How action heavy they are. This is like a huge counter to Shazams and stuff like that. But I don't think he's bad. Do you? But
do you want to give your opponent cards though?
Yeah. That's what the only negative part is. Giving your opponent's cards is bad. So I don't know if I like that. I guess this cool thing is you get to maybe possibly buff them up really quick, but nah, I don't think giving your opponent's cards is good.
Yeah, I guess hidden lets you, even if they play down the stuff they drew, you get the jump on them.
Correct.
But
yeah, I don't like giving my opponent.
A little sus.
Yeah, a little sus, but it's cool art, and we'll see if it seizes play. I don't think so. I think the 2 cards for your opponent's pretty bad. If it was just you draw 2 cards, then he'd probably see play, right? Again, though, it's situational if they're going to have actions, but yeah, he'd be a lot interesting than more. This one, though, if I remember here, so silver 7/8, really good stats for silver. Deploy, sacrifice a recruit with 5 or more. The problem is, wait, it's a recruit, so that means it could be theirs, by the way, not just you. So obviously, you would want to definitely do it against your opponent. So yeah, I think this is good. Hard removal, right? Create a magical spell in your hand when you end your turn. So yeah, very good card. I cannot see what. Only problem is if there's no value out of it, but still it's a 7/8 with a really good effect. And what's your name?
Are you allowed to play this?
Yeah, I was able to play Homegirl, the silver 7/7 Giganta, I think her name is, where you have to discard a card. I was able to play her. My hand was empty.
Yeah, and then what about sacrificing in this case?
I think I'm assuming since it's a deploy mechanic, I'm assuming you'll be able to play this. I'll have to test it this weekend. I'll have to mess around with Tyranny. Then I'm assuming you could deploy him without it. It's not restrictive.
Yeah, if you can, because if that's the case, then you can just take kind of a whatever trade and then play down more too.
Yes, sir. Kind of wish I played Tyranny, guys, so I'd be able to better answer this. But I'm pretty sure you could. If it's anything like Giganta, she's could be deployed without discarding. So I'm assuming this guy's the same. No matter what, he's a great card, right? Really good statted. Yeah, good stuff. Very powerful effect. This guy, I think has a lot of potential. He's an ultimate. Gold 310, really good defense. Summon a friendly recruit that was KO'd this game. So you could definitely, like, the only thing, of course, you have to have board space. 2, it's a low RNG, but most of the stuff you get. And remember, his deploy, if they come back in the game, it is like reveal, meaning it will redo their deploy. Unlike Hearthstone, they do not get their battle cry. So I think he's a good card. I didn't remember seeing him.
Yeah, you kind of don't want to play anything bronze with this, though.
Yeah, that's true.
Or all your bronze are spells, I guess.
Yeah. So I can't wait to experiment with him.
Not bad. He's got a lot of health.
Yeah, he has a lot of health. He's kind of
get multiple procs a lot of the time.
And if you want to buff him up or something like that, possible. You need Might with that. Might would probably have a lot of early game stuff. Yeah, so he's definitely good.
It's not bad because a lot of the Might stuff will come back with a shield.
Yes, sir. Good stuff. Bad. I like him. Necro. So he's a gold 4/7, not the best stats. After you play a magical spell, create a magical spell. So it's a gift that keeps on giving. So it's definitely going to be in your combo decks, right? You get value back from him, and he's definitely something that your opponent has to deal with. He's obviously not.
At that point, you're just limited by your
exactly. Yeah, you're definitely don't. It's not going to fit in every deck, but it's definitely going to be in the combo decks. Good stuff. She actually saw some play. Hidden, parting, give your recruits +1/+1 in your hand. She actually saw some play. She's not bad. She's a good early game card, right?
Yeah, not bad.
Yeah, not bad. She's pretty good stats for, that's good. This guy saw a lot of play, and he's really decent because he's a 4/4 silver. He can move at start of his turn. He can move an enemy recruit. So that means you can move something out of the defending leader who's trying to hide. So obviously you could do some traits to make space. But yeah, he's Ocean Master Surprise. He's a good card.
Yeah, you can pull their hunter out of the back line or something.
Yes, sir. Like Brazzaro is a very good card. Moving stuff, people trying to hide, that's good stuff. He's good. He saw a lot of play this weekend. Poison Ivy, though, look at this. Gold 1/7, not the best stats, but she's an inmate 2, lethal. After Poison Ivy damages a leader, she's attacking, KO them. Very powerful effect. Obviously, your opponent can put a bunch of stuff. Imagine she had Hunter. Oh, man. If there's a way, I don't know if there is a way to give stuff Hunter. I can't remember, but if there is, people joke about it. Yeah, give her Hunter. That'll be balanced. Now, obviously, guards counter it. They could try to remove it. Lex Luthor's enemy opponent with Lex Luthor could handle her easily. There's a lot of stuff, but chances are
she give her haste.
You can give. There are.
They're not haste. Speed, I guess, is the term.
That I'm not sure of. We'd have to go over all the cards. I don't remember, but you definitely could give them flurry where she could attack twice. I'm assuming.
Yeah, that's definitely crazy payoff of it.
Yeah, she's very dangerous, and if your opponent doesn't able, the only thing is things are in the way. So yeah, you'd have to be ahead on board as if your opponent plays this card, because if not, you're just going to at least lose 1 leader. The only thing is, though, I think she's good, but would she see a spot? She's a little situational, but such a powerful effect, right?
Yeah.
I don't know. Maybe she will.
This is one of those cards that has hidden text of
oh yes.
Card in this case.
By the way, thank you. I forgot. Yes, I saw him. And I kind of thought it was weird. I was going to make a comment about it, but I was like, oh, maybe this is right. And I was seeing things. Ocean Master is buffed. He is a 5/5, not a 4/4. So he's even better, Rev. Yeah, he's a 5/5. I thought so. I'm like, wait a minute, isn't he a 5/5? But no, maybe not. Yeah, he's a 5/5 in the game. Poison Ivy is good. Obviously, it's a very much kill by your opponent, but she doesn't have a lot of attack, so she probably her health's pretty decent. So yeah, it's gonna be interesting to see what they do with Poison Ivy. It's a good card, but will she see play? We'll have to see. I'm pretty sure some shenanigans. She's a little bit too powerful. She could go haywire though, Rev, because then she could literally mop the floor with people, leaders.
Yeah, this is the kind of card that you have to balance the other cards around for the rest of time.
Correct. Yes, sir. Prometheus is
like the Mr. Negative of
this game. And Prometheus is an excellent card. He sees a lot of play right now. He was an anything that had Tyranny had Prometheus. He's he's an inmate for that. He's such an excellent early game minion. That 5 health is just insane. And he has guard, so you can't bypass it. He's good. Doesn't get good for trading, but he could clean up some of the early game stuff. So yeah, he's a good card. He sees a lot of play. That might change as the game goes on, but if he's in comboed with the Might, getting that like a 3+3 on that thing, yeah, he's very difficult to deal with. Good card. This guy, I don't know if I saw him, but he's a gold 5/4 hidden. After a friendly recruit is KO'd while Ghoul is hidden, well, very situational, obviously, return that recruit to your hand. So it's a very powerful effect. You only can have him hidden basically unless you bounce him back 1 turn. So, but what's cool about it is you do a trade. The only problem is you have to pay for that recruit's full cost. So, but maybe it's something like the Green Lanterns, man. They're a really cool tribe. I can't wait to play more this weekend. So sometimes those guys going back the hand's not a bad thing. What do you think about him? A little niche, but not bad.
So I guess the best you can do with this is you play it and trade off your silver that you already had on the board.
Correct.
And then you get it back and play it right away.
Yep.
Again. It could be pretty good.
Could be pretty good. I like cards like this a lot.
And if you could trade off a gold, but then you have to wait a whole another turn for it.
It's true.
So that's a little sus.
Yep. A little sus, but I like cards like this, and I love the art. It's good, cool stuff. This guy saw a lot of play this weekend, Rev. He's an inmate silver, 7/2 horrible stats. Deploy. Give an enemy recruit -1/-1 for each recruit with 5 or more attack. He actually is a good card. He's able to kind of debuff on a fair amount, and sometimes people just deploy for a shield, so they trade in there and they get whacked. Obviously, he's weak against actions and stuff like that. But yeah, he's not a bad. I've seen situations where you have to trade in there with your hero, so you're taking 7 damage because there was no other recruit. So yeah, he's a good card. And I think you said he was going to be good, right? I think we talked about him a little bit, or no?
No, I think this is the first time I'm seeing him.
Oh, okay. Yeah, he's good. He saw play this weekend too. So
not bad.
Yeah, not bad. Horrible stats, but he's good. This is a 2/1 bronze. Deploy. Give another friendly recruit lethal. Lethal's very powerful. Now, this is, I think, good enough to see play in early game now. Get some trades. It's a huge counter to Prometheus. If your opponent has Prometheus or any other big bulky minion.
Yeah.
Yeah, I like it.
Yeah, I like it.
Yeah, I don't think it's bad.
Like I said, cards like this that have utility throughout the
See
game
play. Yes, sir.
are going to be pretty good bronzes.
Correct. And Sir Nestro here is actually a good card as well. He saw some little bit of play. I don't know if he's going to be there long term, but he's a gold 6/3 deployed, given enemy minion -2/-2, which is pretty good. Yeah, he's not bad. And what's cool I've noticed is a lot of these guys with bad stats, they usually put them in front of their leader. And if they don't have any kind of action or anything like that, they have to retreat unfavorably or face tank it. So not so great against Superman because he's invincible. But yeah, he's not a bad card. I like him.
That seems pretty good.
Yeah, pretty good. And then his daughter, silver 4/4 hidden parting shot, heal 3 damage from your leader. So this is actually saw some play, and she's pretty good.
Isn't this the chick that stabs Batman in The Dark Knight Rises?
Yeah.
Oh my god, that traitorous bitch.
Yeah, she is a mean girl.
I still can't get over that.
She's a mean girl. But she's good.
Oh my god.
Especially healing is very powerful in this game. She's good.
Yeah, not bad.
Another one that's really good is this guy. He saw a lot of play this weekend. Bronze 1/2 lethal. So yeah, he goes in the back lane and he just gets good trades or kills stuff for you. He's a good card.
Man.
Yep, simple and good. This, I think I saw a couple times, the bronze 1/1. After you play an inmate, give them +2/+2. Deploy. Each player draws a card. So he has a big downside in the sense of that, but he is very powerful when he's in the early game to give your inmates a big buff and have them stay on board. I saw him a little bit. Do you think he's good enough to play? I think he's going to be. He's something you have to deal with.
Seems pretty good if you're going first, right? And then maybe they can't deal with it for
yes, sir.
an extra turn.
Yes, sir. I like it. All right, the Penguin. So he is silver 3/3. After an inmate KO an enemy character on your turn, including their leader, give your inmates everywhere +1/+1. And Penguin did see play.
So hand, deck, and board.
Correct. Everything. He's good.
Bad.
Yeah, he's not bad. He's good. Yeah, and he goes in the back lane. He kind of busts things up. If you get some value, he's good. The Riddler, I don't think I saw Riddler the whole time. Riddler is a 2/4. Decent stats. Very good stats, actually, for bronze. Inmate tag. At the start of your opponent's turn, they seek a card and put it into your hand. And he's ultimate, so you can only play one. He's a very good card. Because as soon as you deploy him, they're going to give you a card. But it's obviously a seek, so it doesn't take it from their deck. But yeah, they're obviously going to give you the worst, but you still get something for free. Not bad. Mm-hmm. He's a good card. I can't wait. Yeah. And I think that is it. We did create it. And we're pretty much on time, or you don't have to stay up much longer. Actions.
I think that covers it.
Yeah, that's it. So of Tyranny,
until they change the cards again.
Yeah, and there's actually some cards that aren't here, by the way, that are live in the game. And there's been some buffs and stuff like that too. So not everything here is 100%, but it's close enough. Tyranny's seen a lot of play. I think Tyranny as a set is very good overall. There's very few cards I would say that are kind of
Yeah, and from what you've seen, Poison Ivy's kind of the best of the leaders so far, right?
Yeah, she's one of the better leaders too. Yeah, she's good, and you have to deal with her little nasties, and they tend to focus her good, which is interesting because as the meta develops, people starting to say, oh, even the beta, I think we need to kill Batman. No, I think we need to kill Wonder Woman. No, or should we kill Aquaman? So you have to make decisions on who you go face to. So it's good.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I can't wait for you to play it for real, Reb, but at least in the meantime, you'll be... And by the way, guys, you could download the game. Again, the description has a form you fill out. I'll send you out codes. I have tons of them. And yeah, enjoy it. This weekend is going to be a lot of fun. And then hopefully we don't have an announcement when the open beta starts, but I think they said shortly after. So hopefully at the end of the month or beginning of next month or mid-month, we'll definitely be having the open beta and we'll be covering it a lot. It'll be a lot of fun. So yeah, it's good stuff. It's awesome having a full collection, Reb, but you probably can't keep it all. Won't last, but it's amazing because I don't have to worry about anything.
It with you, man.
Yeah, it's all good. But Rev, when are we gonna play Friday night for some Snap? We gotta cover that new Conquest mode.
I know.
How is it?
I got a busy weekend. It's good. I played a few matches last night. So apparently this is interesting. Because I had a couple of my opponents yesterday that were like really sandbagging had kind of weird decks. And I was like, oh, that's kind of weird. But I assumed they were like just new players checking out the mode or something. Because they were playing some sus cards. It turns out though, when you play your first match within each league, it's a bot.
Oh, that kind of sucks.
So like your first ever match is in Proving Grounds is a bot. Your first ever silver match
Is a bot?
is a
Okay.
bot. Your first ever gold match is a bot. But then after that, there's no more bots.
Oh, okay. All right.
So yeah. So I had this like weird experience, and probably a lot of other people had it too, of like, why is this first match so easy?
Oh, okay.
But then after you've done that, you get like the real matches.
Oh, okay. That's not too bad. Oh, we have some side.
Like I made a pretty deep run on the first one, and then the second match, I had like my Lockjaw deck versus a high Evo Lockjaw deck. It was the grindiest fucking game. We went 9 rounds.
Oh, wow.
9 rounds of battle mode, and there was a tie in there.
Wow.
It's like the grindiest first match ever. And I'm like, dude, I don't care if I win or lose. I just want it to be over.
Over. That's so funny. Oh, we finally got someone who signed up who likes Superman. Of all these people who answered the question, who's favorite DC character? No one said Superman, but we have a lot of Flash, some Batman, some interesting other stuff.
I think Superman's your favorite DC character is like saying your favorite ice cream is vanilla.
Ah, I see. Very generic.
Like you're not like you're not enough of a hipster or something.
Oh, I see. I see. But anyways, guys, Rev, we'll definitely. Also, you have a busy weekend, so if we don't get a chance, but we try to get some Conquest in.
Earlier in the day, because I got plans Thursday, Friday, and Saturday night. So morning or afternoon would be better.
Well, I can't do that during the week, but what about Saturday?
Yeah, Saturday earlier in the day would be good.
That'd be good, because then we're going to be up at 9 my time. We could definitely do some gameplay with the DC Dual Force beta, so that'll be a lot of fun.
Yeah.
We'll mess around with that, Theorycraft, and, well, not so much Theorycraft, because you only have a certain amount of time to play it. But once the open beta comes out, we'll do our real theory crafting. But yeah, it's going to be a lot of fun. All right, Rev, I'm going to let you go. Thank you for that. We're finally done with the review. So many cards to review. Obviously, we'll see if our initial stuff is right. And eventually, we're going to do a tier.
No, Mel. These reviews, everybody listen to this. These reviews are 100%
accurate,
vetted and accurate.
Wow.
In their entirety.
That. We'll see about that, guys.
Take this shit to the bank.
We'll see about that, guys. All right, guys. We'll be back later during the weekend, guys.